All right, guys, we're back with another round of partying in the kitchen with Rachel, because we all know that the best party is the one where you don't have to leave your house. Honestly, this is such a gigantic sweater. It's the only thing that fits me right now. Also, fun fact, all the leggings that currently fit me have holes in the knees. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. I got my tea, I got my ingredients. We are ready to test out some tasty related party foods. And these are ones that I have not tried yet that I thought sounded really interesting, and ones that I just wanted to genuinely know, do they taste as good as they look? And the first recipe we're going to be testing is one that I have been meaning to try for a while now and just keep forgetting. And it's a cheeseburger onion ring. So you basically have all these different layers of like onion, you crisp them up and fry them up, but they have a cheeseburger on the inside. I mean, really, is it a party that doesn't have fried food? Especially one this close to Super Bowl. Super Bowl is basically chicken wings and fried food. And pizza, which I have none of those things. No, wait, just the fried, just the fried. So we're gonna start with the boeuf here. And then to the beef mixture, we're gonna be adding a combination of salt, pepper, and onion powder. There, look we go. Probably gonna have to use my hands, but I'm gonna at least try and start this way. Get it all integrated. Do you guys have party recipes, like go-to ones that if people are coming over, you just like make every time and everyone always loves them? Let me know in the comments. Chris and I have like a crab dip that we make a lot that's like gluten-free, but like it doesn't really need gluten because it's a crab dip. And then my mom makes a really good artichoke dip. Like it is so bomb, guys. I should bring her in here. Mom, can you come over and make that, please? So good. I never make the same. Oh my gosh. Also the mushroom rolls. Almost forgot about the mushroom rolls. They're not fancy, but they're so good. It's basically like white bread and you flatten it out and then you have like this like creamy, mushroomy mixture and you like spread it on and roll it up and then like crisp it up in the oven. Oh, I could eat like 200 of them. I'm not even joking. All right, I feel like that is sufficiently mixed. Good for me. And then bring in the onion. Also, if you hear random construction noises in the background, I'm trying my best to like work around them, but if you hear them, it's not you, it's my house. Don't want you all being like, what are the neighbors doing? Ugh, Phil and his IKEA furniture, am I right? Okay, this needs to be 1/2 inch. Let's estimate. That sounds good. No, she good. She good. Hi, Christopher. Bacon onion rings. The, oh, it's the one I showed you yesterday. It's the cheeseburger one.
Those look thin.
Made it too thin? It said 1/2 inch. I felt like this was...
There's no way the one in their video was 1/2 inch.
I'll just follow in the directions.
I believe you. Think about the cheese thing. They wanted a 1-inch cube cheese thing. How are you supposed to fit that into a 1/2 inch onion ring?
You're asking questions I don't have answers to.
The meat's going to steam though. It's not really going to be cooked nicely.
Poking all these holes in my plans here, Christopher. I want to know if it's going to taste good, right? Like that's the whole point of doing these. It's like, see? Like, what do you think I should do?
Can I do one? Like my own one?
Yeah? Yeah, do it. Do it.
I can try one.
What are you going to do? Are you going to tell me? Do you know?
Yeah, think it through.
Okay. That's
You do
fair.
your thing.
I'll do my thing, chicken wing. So should I make one that's like a little bit thicker?
Theirs seem to be at the end, right? Like, yeah, I would do that and I would use that.
That's huge. There's no way.
Like, you're going to tell me that's a centimeter. One large onion in thirds.
They lied to my face. Well, already off to a rough start with my version of this. I'm gonna make a couple with the larger rings that they lied about, but I'm also gonna make some with the smaller ones that they stated in the recipe. Put in the meat, cheese block, meat. Are you gonna need some cheese blocks? Do you have some cheese?
No.
You don't need cheese blocks. I'm really curious. I want to know what he's doing. I'm gonna make them in different sizes too, because I want to know if like, are the end ones better than the ones that are in the middle that are like a much rounder, wider one that has like more meat that's spread out? I don't know. We're gonna experiment. Do a little layer like that. Pop a chunk of cheese in there. It's so big. The cheese is so big. All right. 1, according to Tasty's measurements anyway. 2. And I want to make sure that the cheese is all coated because I feel like also if I'm not careful and giving like a good barrier, even though I know I'm going to like dredge it in some stuff, I feel like it's just going to ooze out everywhere when you fry it. Like this is way too thin, Tasty. You need to adjust the recipe because this makes no sense. Maybe the person who wrote the recipe just doesn't understand measurements at all. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna cut one of these cubes in half. Some of these smaller ones. By the way, I just realized now that this recipe only makes 6. Not a lot for a party. I mean, it's enough for my kind of party. All right, so now that these are ready to go, we're gonna create sort of our dredging station here. Ready? And boom, we're standing. We're gonna start with the flour, then go into the egg, then into the breadcrumbs. It's a lot of breadcrumbs because then we're going back into the egg and then we're going back into the breadcrumbs. And they always talk about having a dry hand and a wet hand if you're like doing this process. I always start out being like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And it never stays. Let us continue. Oh, already making a mess. Look at my one hand. Awesome. There's something very soothing about this whole process. And normally I don't like processes like this where it's like just methodically go through and do things over and over. Like I can't stand it, but there's something very calming about this. This is usually my job if we're doing like, what's that one recipe that we do?
Chicken parm?
That's the one, thank you. Chicken parm. It's my only job. I'd just like to point out that up until that very last one, this hand had stayed perfectly dry for the first time ever, people. Now we're gonna go and fry these guys. How is this supposed to be 5 to 6 minutes? They're gonna burn. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Oh, we lost some. All right, so we have Tasty's batch. Right, Mia. I gotta say they smell really good. They look nice and golden brown. They held their shape. So off the top, I have to say for me, I would go for something more along this size versus this like giant size, unless this was supposed to be like, I don't know, party foods I always think of like snacky things, and this feels a little large for like a snack bite-sized type thing, you know? I wanna chop one open. I wanna dissect it. I wanna see what it looks like. Cuts through pretty nicely. Let's see. Not cooked. It's not cooked.
Really?
All right. So 5 to 6 minutes was not enough time.
That was the little one, right?
Yeah, these are just like, see, this is like among the smallest.
Yeah, so the rest of them will be raw.
Oh no.
Back in?
Back in we go then. Okay, fry these up for another like 2 minutes, so they better be done. Guess I'll cut into the medium one this time. And is she cooked? I think she is. That's what it looks like on the inside. Nice and gooey, cheesy, very reminiscent of a fried cheeseburger. If I bite into this, I will burn myself. The only thing worth doing that for is desserts. How's your stuff coming along, Christopher? Whatever you're doing.
I don't know if it worked.
I'm going to taste test or attempt to. I feel like I didn't get any of the onion. And then I got all of the onion. It's fried cheeseburger. You barely taste the onion. Do I get to taste test it?
Yeah.
Yay! Ooh!
So it's the same idea, right? Just like deep fried onion and cheeseburger.
Uh-huh.
But to me, a cheeseburger is better if it's pan fried rather than steamed.
So you separated them then?
Yeah. So I just cut a steak out of the onion, battered it, fried it. It ended up a lot bigger than I was sort of envisioning. You could make them smaller.
I could see this at a fast food restaurant though. Don't take it, it's ours. Which one do you want to taste first? Do you want to try this one?
Let's try Tasties, yeah. Yeah, that's just boiled meat.
Yeah, like it's crispy, it's got cheese, it's got good cheese. I feel like it could use more onion. You know what I mean? Like that didn't have enough.
I agree, but that's so, like you want a cheeseburger to be beefy, right?
Yeah.
There's no beef flavor to that. It's just that bland boiled.
Okay, well let's try the bigger one then. Like just to see if like that was the reason. Like maybe it's not supposed to be super small because they had giant ones, right?
Yeah.
So try that one. I'm getting no onion ring.
No.
It's just fried inside of a cheeseburger, which again, nothing wrong with that.
There's a lot wrong with that.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see if I did any better.
Yeah, this is gigantic. I do appreciate the cross section of onions though.
That's pretty, right?
It's pretty.
Well, the onion doesn't get lost. That's for sure.
I think you're right though. It's too thick. But the burger's like 1,000 times better.
Well, it's a burger, not whatever that is. The proportions are off, but I think this is the right direction. Ideally, you'd have one on top as well. So 2 thin ones, because I mean, got my finger in cheese here.
Right, yeah. So what would you do differently then?
I wouldn't do panko. I don't like panko crumbs with this.
Okay.
I would do a thinner coating and then nice thin cut of onion. So the reason I took a thick cut was because I was worried about it falling apart during the dredging. I brushed it with some egg and then I froze it. And it held together well. So I think you just need to do that with a thinner cut and freeze it longer than I did. Can I have some s'mores now?
No, I'm gonna make s'mores.
I see the marshmallows and the graham crackers. I've already eaten like 6 marshmallows out of the bag.
Really?
Yeah.
I've eaten all of the graham crackers.
Nice.
Well, wish me luck. All right, dessert time. We're going back to fried stuff in a second, but I need a break. So this is a recipe for little mini s'mores pies. A, they look adorable. And B, I struggled trying to do the whole hack with like melting or I guess broiling the marshmallow on top of anything. I tried cupcake last time and it failed. All right, let's see if this comes out looking and tasting like icing. That is what happened. So I figured this is a good opportunity to try it again, see if I can make it work. And yeah, no, they look delicious, so I wanted to make them. So we're gonna start with the base. These are graham cracker crumbs, which is about 2 sleeves. I would say it's the full, but I ate a lot of them. You know, it'll be enough. And then I have some butter here that I just popped into the microwave, so it is nice and melty. A little bit of sugar. By the way, in terms of like breaking up the graham crackers, they recommend putting them into a bag and just like pounding the heck out of it. I found that didn't work really well for me because it just ended up breaking the bag because all the crackers are just like very sharp. So I would recommend like crushing them up a little bit inside of the sleeve and then popping them into like a blender or a NutriBullet, which is what I had. Because now, I mean, I have this chunk, which is not blended up, but everything else is blended up. Maybe I did that on purpose because I wanted to eat it. All right, these feel moistened. So now we're gonna take little liners. Oh, these are so cute. I don't remember buying these. They're really adorable. And we're gonna line the muffin tin because I think this is like a fairly gooey dessert. So bad that I hope that there are more chunks in here. Oh, there is. Oh, I just want to eat graham crackers. Is that weird? I like just graham crackers on their own. Fill them up until halfway. Well, once I get all of these filled, then I'm gonna press it down with the back of the spoon. Wow, I am making a huge mess out of this. It's fine. And then into the oven for 5 to 7 minutes until they're golden brown. They're already kind of golden brown, tasty. I guess more golden brown. And now into the chocolate layer. So we are going to take some cream. So this is like 1.25 cups or 300 milliliters. Pour that in with 4 tablespoons of butter cubed because we're gonna be melting this. Ta-da! Ooh, like a little boat. And then 1/3 cup of granulated sugar. We're gonna stir this together a little bit and then microwave it. 30 seconds on, stir it, and then another 30 seconds. I don't know. It's like golden brown to me. I set the oven temperature to 275. I had to drop it a bit for the next round that's gonna go in. This needs to melt more melty. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in some chocolate chunks. Christopher, while I stir this, what are some other recipes that we make that are like party foods?
Crab dip.
I know that's the one that I said. I'm trying to think of like stuff that we make. We make a lot of charcuterie boards, which are also delicious and delightful.
Smoked salmon.
Is that an appetizer though? That's a lot of work though. The smoked salmon, that takes effort. As someone who's never made it before. Yeah, that's a lot of work. All right, now I gotta do some egg stuff. So basically I need to whisk, I think 8 eggs. I don't know where I came up with that. 3 eggs and 2 egg yolks whisked together. I'm just gonna use this bowl. Dirty another bowl. It's all gonna go in the chocolate anyway. And they separated the egg yolks using a water bottle, just kind of like suctioning it out. But I don't have those type of plastic water bottles, so I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way in the shell. It's the egg yolk, right? I want to make sure that I'm saving the right part of the egg. Come on, Rachel, you can do it. The egg yolk will sense your fear. Just gonna clean this up a little. So we're gonna whisk this and then add a small amount of the chocolate cream mixture just to like warm up the eggs so we don't scramble them. Dumping a little bit in. And then we're going to pour the eggs in with the chocolate. So far this has been a fairly straightforward, easy process. There haven't been a lot of like, what does tasty mean by this? And I don't understand these directions, or the amounts are off. Although we haven't gotten to the marshmallow yet. My bowl is too small, but I don't want to change it. I'm just gonna make this work, okay? No, this is taking far too long. Do we not have any more bowls? I'm just gonna wash a bowl. This is too inefficient. All right, I apparently transferred it to 2 different containers. I felt like this would be a lot easier to pour, and we all know how clumsy I am. So how much do I need to fill this? Leave a little room at the top, 1/4 inch. Okie dokie. Oh, that's so pretty. All right, I may have overfilled these slightly, but no one's mad at more chocolate, so it's gonna be fine. Now I'm gonna stick these in the oven for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Yeah. And then, while those are baking, let's go on to the next recipe, which is breaded cheese waffle. Sorry, they call it mozzarella stick waffle, which sounds a lot better than breaded cheese waffle. And it seems pretty straightforward in terms of like actually making it. You gotta bread some cheese, like do the breadcrumbs and flour dredging thing, and then you just pop it into a waffle maker. Boom. Done. I'm on board. I can do that. Okay, so it says you need 16 ounces of mozzarella cheese. So this whole block. That's a lot of cheese. Let's start with half of the brick before I go into like making the rest of them and not knowing if I like them. So they want 8 chunks total for the entire thing. So they want 4 for this. 1, 2. It's a lot of cheese. So 1 waffle is this entire piece of cheese. All right, and I got my waffle iron right here. I can't think of waffles without thinking of Shrek. The donkey. Morning, I'm making waffles. I wonder if I can get these done before these things need to come out of the oven. Can I do it in 7 minutes? I don't know. And it's pretty straightforward. We're just gonna dip the cheese into the flour, then into the egg, then into the breadcrumbs, and then fry it. 3 minutes. I don't know if I can get them through the frying since it's still heating up, but I will get them dredged. I'm so efficient. Do you see this? Do you see this? Wow, look at me go. All right, these are looking nice and coated, all ready to go. Go wash my hands. What do I have to do when these things come out of the oven? The s'mores pie. We're going back to the last recipe. Oh, and then I just top it with a marshmallow. Oh, they're almost done. Yes! I don't have patience for this. Waffle maker. Walter the waffle maker. Let's do that. I'm gonna sit again because very pregnant. All right, okay, Walter. Shh, I haven't even opened up. Whoa, those definitely need another minute or 2. They want the s'mores pies to have like a little bit of wobble to them, but that has like a lot of wobble to them, so. In they stay, just a little bit longer. Don't want cheese stickage. 1, 2, 3, and 1 more. It's gonna go on for 2 minutes. Here we are, everyone. All on the edge of our seat, waiting for this to be done. Very excited. Ooh, they are oozy and goozy. And it says to keep them in there until they're like crispy and golden and the cheese is bubbling, which is doing all of those things. Guys hear that sizzle? Mmm, cheesy. Well, these do not come off of the griddle very easily. Oh no. Oh no. I think I need some assistance, Christopher. I'm 1000% going to burn myself. Ta-da!
That was good. Boy, those are not as solid as I thought.
No. And I also need to take the pies out of the oven. Nope. Not taking the pies out of the oven. I get all that cheese. See, they're quite goopy. I think it's because they look so waffly. I just expected them to act waffly. Thank you, Christopher. All right, these guys are finally done. I cranked up the heat a little bit by like 10 degrees and added another 3 minutes, and now they have finally gotten to that like good set place. So now I'm going to crank up my oven to broil. Some of them with like the normal big, just, you know, the big marshmallows. And then I thought it would also be kind of fun to do some with the little mini marshmallows and see if those like get nice and golden easier. All right, 10 seconds into baking them on high broil, just kind of crisps the top, but they didn't like melt down or do any of that. So I'm gonna take these ones off at the back, and I'm going to re-put some on and do it at a lower broil. Honestly, oven, this is ridiculous. So the top's getting nice and golden, but they are not at all getting like gooey, except for this. This one looks like perfection. So I'm gonna probably take that one off. But I think what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna, again, eat some more roasted marshmallows. I know, what a tragedy. And then I'm going to just put them in at like a 300 oven to let them like get gooey and then broil them like right at the end. All right, taste test time. So you can see I even dressed them.
Yes, very nice. Presentation is everything.
Thank you. 10 out of 10, I feel. They're cheesy. Some sauce. I want to get this crunch because it looks appealing. It looks like a waffle. And this is supposed to, just so you know, be a mozzarella stick. Waffle.
Well, it tastes like a mozzarella stick.
Yeah.
It's fried cheese. I mean, what else do you want? Like, it's very tasty.
You can't go wrong with it. I do like the little onions on top. Oh.
It's fine.
It didn't happen. Nothing happened. I wouldn't eat a whole one of these.
I'd eat a plate of these.
It's just so heavy. I feel like I would be sick.
I'd be sick. I'm not saying I wouldn't be sick.
It's a lot of cheese, but like, it does have that nice crispiness from the waffle iron. It wasn't too difficult to make, I would say. Like, the only thing was just like taking it out. It was very goopy. Yeah. But like,
it's good.
They're cute.
Yeah. Now, they will go cold very quickly. So,
that's
like,
true.
Putting it out as an appetizer, like, you can't make these in advance. This is just, I don't know.
Go time. But like, they're good. All right, get this out of the way.
See you later.
Bring in what I'm really interested in. So I was struggling with the marshmallows, as you probably heard. No?
Looks good. The mini ones look great.
I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they look so much better. Yes, it was all my idea.
Good thinking.
Wow, I'm so smart. Thank you for noticing. Like, look at the way it's just like pulling apart. Oh, this is gonna be so messy. I'm just realizing this.
Yeah, that graham did not set up.
No, it did not.
So cook the graham crust for longer, I guess.
I guess so, but it said like golden, and I think it needed more butter, to be honest.
It starts out golden.
That's what I said. There's just powder at the bottom. Mmm.
Yeah, that's just crumbs, eh?
The just crumbs. I thought pressing it down would be enough, but I was wrong. But the chocolate with the marshmallow, though? Mm-hmm. You don't like it?
It's good. It really it's hard to evaluate without the crust because it's missing a graham cracker crust.
It is, 100%. Yeah. I wish I had some leftover graham crackers, and then you could just like
pop one on, yeah.
Yeah. I would add more butter so like it should be more like paste-like, I guess, than what they had described.
I was saving that.
I'm not helping at all. I'm just adding more graham crackers. What was your favorite out of everything?
Oh, these are great. But they were always going to be great. The s'mores pies are better than I expected. I think if you do them again with like somehow fixing the crust, they'd be really good.
I think they're really cute. Good. They're cute, but I would do the mini marshmallows. I wouldn't do the big ones.
100%.
Yeah. Thank you for your assistance in taste testing things.
I'm taking another one of these.
Have you guys tried any of these recipes before? Do you like them? Do you not like them? I'm really sad about this crust though. Wow, this is really hot. Okay. I feel like I have chocolate and graham cracker all over myself. And I don't care. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Check out these videos on the side in case you have missed any. And that's everything. I hope you guys are having an awesome, awesome weekend. And I'll see you guys all in my next video. Love you all. Mwah!